Welcome everybody, it's Taormino here, and today's a great day because I will be playing the Platinum demo for Final Fantasy 15. I've played this through twice so far. Usually this is something that I will just play casually and not focus on recording for my channel, but I thought that there has been such a long wait for this game, and we finally have a demo that we can mess around with to show off its capabilities, and I wanted to give you a shot to get to see it if you don't have the capability of playing it yourself. So let's go ahead and start a new game. As you can see, that's Carbuncle in the background. Now this game does a really good job of showing off the different environments, the different weather capabilities, some battling, just a little touch here and there. There's little buttons in the game that you can step on. It'll sometimes fast forward time so you can see a transition from day to night. So I'm going to try and do as many as I can to show you guys. Hello, can you read this?
Whoa.
In front of you.
You.
So Carbuncle is going to be our little guy through this dreamscape. This is the world of your dreams. Now, right now I'm running this at 720 at 60 frames per second. I wanted to drop it from 1080p to make sure I can get the 60 frames. But you're essentially just gonna get to see the environment. Alright, so we got X for jump. We have square for like a dodge roll. Now I don't know if collecting all these little shards do anything, but they give you something to collect. Now this is a really cool scene here. We'll end up doing it by triggering this little button here.
Whoa.
That's so awesome. I get him? Good. Okay. You haven't just dozed off, you're out cold. If you want to wake up and see everyone again, we're going to have to find the exit. So this is in water, shallow water. Here's a button where we're going to be able to transition from day to night. So we get to see what the rocks look like. We can see everything's starting to cast shadows. The sun is going down. Now everything's dark. Stick with me and you'll be A-OK, says Carbuncle. So here's a button where we get to test out the elements. So it's sunny, so we'll switch to cloudy. Start to get like an overcast. And then we'll switch it to rain. I just love how this game looks. I'm so excited for it. To be honest with you guys, I've been huge on Final Fantasy. Ever since I've been a child, I've played Final Fantasy games heavily. One of the most important Final Fantasy games to me was 6 or 3 when it was on the Super Nintendo. Whoa, okay, where are we at? Oh, we're at night. Okay, this is awesome. Final Fantasy VI was one of the most influential games that I've played as a kid growing up. But to be honest with you, I fell off it on Final Fantasy XII. I just got sick of it. That's where they changed the turn-based and the time-based systems. I just got tired of it, so I faded out. I didn't play any of 13. Never played any of the online games. Never played anything else. But this game I plan on devoting a lot of time into. Wow, they don't look too friendly. Won't be able to take them down barehanded here. So we got a toy sword. So we'll hit the touchpad and we'll click on it. We'll assign the toy sword and we'll assign the squeaky hammer. So it looks like we're going to have a couple different options as to weapons. So we hold defense. Let's hit the circle to get the weapon out. This is our defense. And this is our attack. We can dodge roll out of the way. Okay. Now I know there's a handful of secrets in the game as to different types of weapons that you can get. I'm gonna try not to explore every single nook and cranny, but oh, I want to change the weather for this one. I don't want to explore every single nook and cranny. It'll take too long, and to be honest with you, I probably don't even know all of the little secrets. But I want to give you guys a general idea as to how the game looks. You know, why they released this little demo for us to play. Let's turn it back to day, because we're going to get to view another summon. And the summon that we're going to see is one of my favorites. Alright, you ready? Watch the distance. That's Leviathan. Look at that sucker. No, wait, look up. Oh, sorry about that. The camera wigged out on me. He ends up coming down in your general vicinity. It looks really, really cool. I love how the summons are like these epic proportion. Follow my tail. Ready, set, jump. Okay, so we're going to transition into a different dreamscape here. But yeah, one of my most favorite Final Fantasy games, I'd have to say, is 6. While I do love 7, and when I played it, I want to say I was maybe 11 or 12 or 13. I'm not exactly sure of that time frame. I want to say I was in like 6th grade. So where are we supposed to go next, says Carbuncle. One thing I love about this room that I pointed out to my wife when I was trying to show her the demo, I think you like these, try throwing one of these, it'll be a blast. Gives us some fireworks. Yep, we'll assign that in a second. Look at the reflection of the windows onto the wood. I just think it looks really, really awesome. But, yeah, we'll transition tonight. Not right now. Let's go ahead and throw some fireworks. So we'll assign fireworks. We're going to hit the directional pad to the right. And we're going to hold circle. It'll give us areas to where to throw it. We can move it around. Cool. And they have some of these locks, so you can go back through here once you've played it a couple times. But, I love 7. Spoiler alert if you've never played it. Eris's death was killer to me as a kid. I was devastated because I put a lot of time and effort to training her as a white mage. But as I've gotten older... Alright, Carbuncle, I got you on the tabletop. As I got older, I really fell in love with Final Fantasy X, and I play... Okay, I get it. No! I'm gonna get a vehicle. This is taking too long. But, Final Fantasy X grew on me, and it became one of my, I would say now, honestly, my most favorite Final Fantasy game. And I get to turn into a vehicle. Now, the vehicles that you get, I think, are randomized. I don't think that you always get the same vehicle. But, kind of like GTA, you get to experience what it's going to look like as you're driving. I don't know, something about Final Fantasy X that really got me is you play with these characters and they all know what the inevitability is that, you know, I apologize if you've never played Final Fantasy X and you plan on playing it, you know, just mute this game and just watch me run around. Because I want to talk about some of the Final Fantasy titles and some of their gameplay. But, so spoiler alert, it's your last chance. But Final Fantasy X, you're running around and you know what's... They all know what's going to happen. That Yuna's going to die no matter what. And this whole time when you travel through all these temples and this pathway, you know, she's getting further and further, or closer rather, to dying, and she knows what's going to happen and she's accepted it. And it's just this constant, like, it's this constant showing of death and inevitability, and it's just really, really cool. Alright, I'm gonna put the squeaky hammer on. Get over here, you little stinker. hammer's a little bit stronger, but I like the swords better. You're a little bit quicker. There's not so much of a delay where you can get hit. But back to Final Fantasy X, I really enjoyed that one. But I was introduced into the Final Fantasy series as a child, actually playing Final Fantasy Adventure 2 on the Game Boy. It was my father's game, and he let me play it, and I just got hooked. Back off, fool. I'm gonna try to throw some fireworks at him. So yeah, so Final Fantasy Adventure 2 is kind of where I started. I played, I want to say it was Final Fantasy Legend as well. Played Final Fantasy Adventure 3 on the Game Boy. I don't think I've ever finished that one. I actually still have the manual for it. But, no longer the game. And then one summer, in elementary school, a buddy of mine had brought over a Super Nintendo to my babysitters, and it was in the summer. We weren't doing anything, and he had Final Fantasy 3, and that was it. That was donezo. I was hooked. There's some over here. No. Okay. Did I get them all? Good. Okay. Let's get another vehicle. No, I tried. I'm going to try it here, but I don't think I can hit any enemies with a vehicle. At least not in this demo. Let's try it. No, see, didn't hit him. Okay. Damn. Okay. I think I'm gonna fight this guy a little bit more, and then I'll start heading towards the exit, because we're already pretty deep in on time here, so I didn't expect this to be a 10-minute video, but I don't want to prolong it for the sake of prolonging it. But as you can see, if you have the option to play this demo, there's a lot of nooks and crannies around here where you can find more of those shards. But I think I have the option of getting another weapon over here. Alright, Radiant Sword. Let's test it out. A little bit quicker with them. One thing I think is cool is you can knock these blocks over. But then again, as you can see right now, I need to stop saying that as you can see, I'm saying it a lot. You can knock these blocks over, and it looks cool, but it does trip out a little bit. Okay. Let's go over to where Carbuncle is, and let's move on to the next stage. Thunderbolt, okay. Alright, now we're going to transition to the next one. So they give you enough to do in this demo, as you saw. I was trying not to say as you could see again. But when I first started, I played an hour and 21 minutes. And I've only played through this twice. The first time I played through, I was trying to collect some of the shards, but I was just marveling at the detail and the graphics and the gameplay and stuff like that. The second time through, though, I spent a lot more time trying to track down all the shards. I don't know, like I said before, I don't know if you get anything for the particular amount that you end up with at the end, or if it carries over. You're looking for a long hallway to lead to the end of your dream. So we'll leave this one rainy. Now there's a button up here that we can turn into a mysterious creature. Let's see what we turn into. Whatever the heck this is. Oh no, I changed away. Hold on, let me try it again. Now you get attacked with these things. So they kind of give you an idea as to what the wildlife that you can even fight will look like. Okay, let's go back up here. Change out of this, and I want to say there's another. Oh, I gotta beat more bosses to get it. Oh well. I'm gonna go down this hallway. Up ahead is where your dream ends, the one place you feel safest. You've always been a real sleepyhead. See? Pretty impressive. Look at that. Okay. Now we could have spent a lot more time fiddling with a bunch of more buttons, looking at different transitions from night to day. In the first stage, you saw me switching from night to day, and you saw a lot of the stars up in the sky. It was really, really, really cool. But the dream doesn't end here. Of course, this demo wouldn't be complete without a boss battle. Man, I'm having flashbacks to when they first debuted a trailer for this game. What was it, like 10 plus years ago? Back on these steps. I do like this, by the way. I didn't get to point this out earlier. Look at him scaling the steps. I hate it when they run through steps. Just a pet peeve of mine. It's your home and all, but is it truly a safe place? No, Carbuncle! Don't be afraid, I'll protect you through the darkest dreams.
Wow.
This one will protect you through your darkest dreams. But remember, Noct, in the world of your dreams, you are king.
I'm not afraid.
Here we go. Let's kick some ass. Oh, damn. Oh, I just rolled into it. Not doing so well. Wiggle, 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 yeah! Dang, man, this guy's tough. Man, I can't even dodge, he's so weak. Whoa! Get him, come on. Oh, he's almost done. Got him. That was a little difficult. Now you can finally wake up. Now, if you warp up to that ledge, I think it's in the middle of battle. But you warp from ledge to ledge. When you get up there, you get a pretty strong weapon. You can go back. There's this button they want you to step on to finish out the gameplay. If you step on that one back there, you trigger the boss fight again. Hey, that's your dad's car, isn't it? Now I get it. This is your safest place, or your safe place. You can always be with your dad when you're riding in his car. Everyone's waiting for you.
Thanks. See you.
You bet. Now in you go. Does he have suicide doors? I didn't see which direction the car was facing.
Wait. I remember your name now.
It's Carbuncle, and you can name him Fartface if you want, but to me, he's always Carbuncle. Completing the Platinum demo. Only offers a mere taste. Come on, will you buy the game? See you again soon. Little chocobo with hearts. Would you like to order it? No, not right now. This is a game where I'd like to actually own a hard copy on. But that is the Platinum demo for Final Fantasy 15. It's been a long time in the making, and this has been a long video, longer than I expected. So thank you so much for hanging in there. I hope you appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave any comments if there's any other type of demos or games you'd like me to play in the future. I'd appreciate it. And again, thanks for watching, and tune in next time.